Good morning. Good morning, everybody that might be out there listening, but is not in the chat yet. I'm waiting on Denise to come on up here. She'll be up here in just a minute. Let me refresh my Facebook stuff. Let me see. Refresh. Yep. Hey, Kent. Good morning. Good morning. I sent a link to Sandy just in case she's awake. All right, let me see. I don't want to miss anybody's comments on Facebook or on the other. How are you doing this morning, Kent? There's Denise. There she is. Oh,
How
Denise,
you like
when did you take that picture?
a while back?
With your hair that short?
Tatum was still little.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I bet your hair looks like that now if your daughter straightens it for you. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I
Yeah.
love that picture. Well, Kent, I know, see, everybody's gonna like, she ain't going live. I know she ain't going live. That's my fault. Ouch. That's my fault. Oh goodness.
Sandy?
Huh? Let me see. Well, for anybody
Oh.
that does hear this, or if they're on Facebook, I'm trying to watch to see if anybody shows up on there. If you give permission to Facebook, they will your name will show up. There's Monique. Oh,
Hey, Monique. Hey, Kid.
I tell you what, Kent.
How are you, darling?
Kent, it wore me out. I had such a good time Wednesday night. We sat in our kitchen and visited for about 4 hours. Oh, I was so wore out. The next day, I told Casey, I said, "Whoa, I can't hang with the Hales much." I said, "I have to recuperate now." Can't say hello, Denise.
I
Look,
seen it.
we
I
got to
love
get
you,
Denise.
Kent.
We got to get Denise on her laptop.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Find
going to buy
you.
me a new one.
Well, find you a
I'm going to buy
spot.
me a new one.
Find you a good spot that you like. That
Yep.
comfortable to sit in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm going to get me a new one. That one Tatum's had, good God, I ain't telling what.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, my love.
Hey, Chris. Love you, Chris.
But yeah, I got up this morning and I decided I'll put on a little bit of makeup, and I kind of went overboard, but that's okay. The most important thing was me getting here so I could
Yep.
shout out to everybody. So that's what's
And you
important.
look fine. You look
What's
fine.
funny what's funny, the time I took to do some little curls in my hair when I walk outside, it's gonna go and go right back the way it was. because here in the South with the humidity,
Okay.
if a girl straightens her hair, it's going to go right back curly, or somebody with straight hair tries to curl their hair, the
Oh yeah.
humidity is going to zap it right back out.
Oh yeah, because as soon as I walked out this morning, mine just curled right up and stuck right out. Zhut! Like I put my
Um,
finger in a light socket.
yep. Well, on on good news,
Even though there ain't much hair there.
Tiffany's doing really well.
Little
I got
bit.
two.
Shut up. You don't want to go out. You don't want to stay in.
Um, I got 2 letters from Tiffany this weekend, and I love opening the mailbox and getting a letter. She does get phone call privileges, I think 3 a week or something like that, but 10 minutes, you guys know good and well. 10 minutes to me, I take longer than 10 minutes to tell you guys bye. I take more than 10 minutes to tell you guys good
That's
morning.
true.
Yeah, to tell you guys good morning.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But,
Yep.
and
Quit.
look at it. And it's just us, but think of it this way, where 3 or more are gathered together, I will
Yep.
be there as well. I don't know the exact wording, but that's what it says. So we've got quite a few that's on and watching, so that's good. That's good to know. I look back to see how many we have. So hey to you guys that's watching but not chatting. Good morning, and we love you guys.
Yes, we do. Glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm so glad to see Chris and Kent on this morning, and Monique. I already got to FaceTime with Traci and Monique and Denise. So that made my
Yes, we did.
morning, especially seeing Traci. She's still in a lot of pain.
Tracy.
Today's her husband's birthday, right? And unfortunately, we sung to him.
Yeah. Bless his heart.
He got it in Dutch and Southern.
Yeah,
So
he did.
hey,
And
you don't get
October to the voice of it.
a happy birthday like that all the time. So
You don't.
nope. My mom's birthday was the 9th. After I get off of here, I'm gonna bottle feed the baby. Ah, there's the truth. Hey, the truth. Not to my eyes is light so dear,
Truth.
nor friendship half is so sweet. God bless these wonderful women. Thank you, the truth. Thank you. Um, God,
Oh, thank you, truth.
God woke
Thank you,
me up
thank you.
this morning. I've had a wonderful morning so far, and I didn't go back to sleep after feeding Ash her bottles, and took my shower and knew that I was going to
Oh,
come
yeah, she
live.
was in good spirit when I called her this morning.
Yes, it's I hadn't felt like this in the mornings in quite a while, so it's good, real good. Chris, Mothership, Dwayne come and saw us here. So on my Facebook, there's pictures of us. Not all the pictures I took, but quite a few. He's so silly. He's just as silly in person as he is in the chat. Very silly. And I did make him wear I did make him wear
Oh, yeah.
his glitter cowboy hat. Hey,
And he did put it on.
hey, good morning, Super
Hey, Super
Dave. Good
Dave.
morning from South Carolina.
Hey, sweetheart.
Oh, Super Dave, we are
Good to see you.
some crazy weather. And I know it's been coming up through the Carolinas.
Oh, yeah.
And we know, look, there's another one coming right through the Gulf again. We we're getting hit with that weather. People better open their eyes and they better see what's going on.
I know. I was like, how many needs to be out there at one time? Y'all slow down. Jeez.
Yep. But I'm telling you, our sweet Lord is about to come and take us on home.
We had one tropical after the other. One hurricane, then another, then tropical.
Oh, Monique,
I'm like,
yes.
jeez.
The weather has been so terrible, Monique, over here. And if it comes up in the Gulf, usually it moves on over to us
Bad.
and go. But
We've had thunderstorms.
that last hurricane that come through the Gulf and went all the way, I think, up to New York, that right there was something. That was absolutely something. Oh, you guys, look, all my hoarder stuff in the back. I'm gonna get it right. Dwayne and Heather, when they got here, they come through the living room and Casey was working, and I said, "Okay, you guys, we're gonna have to come through the hoarder room." I said, "So I'm gonna just rip the Band-Aid off and let's go on through." So they come on through, and I said, first I asked Heather, I said, "Heather, you're not first I said COPD. You guys. I said, "Not COPD. You're not OCD, are you?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay. I wouldn't want you to be shocked." So they come on through and look like it wasn't nothing to them. But I'm like, I have to get Horderville in here cleaned up, you guys, before Tiffany comes home. So between now and January, I have to get my stuff in order. I have to get things in order because she's got to have a space. I mean, check out Facebook. Okay, ain't nobody commenting. I don't want to leave anybody's comment out. Sometimes they don't even show up until after I'm through. I know, Monique. I get things all confused. Casey makes fun of me. Just like he did about me not having eyebrows in those pictures. I didn't care. I cook good Brunswick stew, homemade. Super Dave. I know Super Dave knows what homemade Brunswick stew is. And I mean, it was in my big pot. So it took me 2 days because I couldn't overdo it. But I got it cooked. I'd sent a message to Dwayne. I said, "So Dwayne, when you get here, are you going to want Brunswick stew?" And he sent me back a message. He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "When you guys come to the house, do you want Brunswick stew or do you want us to go somewhere?" He said, "You weren't supposed to know, dang it." He didn't say dang it. "You weren't supposed to know, dang it, that we were coming." I said, "You told me." Hey, Michelle. I said, "You told me in chat that you were coming. And Casey told me I better get the house cleaned up or else I was going to be embarrassed because we had company coming." I said, so I guessed it. And I wasn't surprised because you told me you was coming. He said, "Okay." Aw, Denise, you guys, Denise needs prayer. She's hurting. She's had, with all this humidity and stuff, it has been rough on arthritis. Very rough. But she's in the chat. She's listening. But yeah, he told me, he said, okay, Heather said Brunswick stew. I said, okay. I said, we'll do stew. And so that was on Monday. So I got up Tuesday and went and got what I needed and then put it all together Wednesday. So it made it easier on me to do it in stages like that. I did my vaccination. Oh, Monique. Kevin and Casey both. Kevin was sitting by me eating that before they got here. And Kevin said, "This is the best stew you've ever made." And then Casey texted me from his bedroom and said, "Mom, this is the best stew that you've ever cooked." They say that every time. Every time I cook it, they say, "This is better. This is the best." So, as long as everybody was happy, I was fine. Because I'm not up to cooking much anymore. But, I ate some of it. I couldn't eat that night because I was too tired. I couldn't eat any. And then I had made Kevin the night before some chicken salad with grapes and apples and walnuts. And I think that morning I ate what little bit was left of that. But with taking the vaccination, it really, everybody don't have a reaction. But I had it done Thursday, was a week ago. And it took me just about the whole week to get myself back together. Caused me a bad headache, worse than the migraine. And it made me exhausted. I felt like I just couldn't even talk on the phone. I just couldn't do anything. And I knew that we had company coming, and I felt bad because I wasn't able to straighten up the house. But Dwayne said, "I'm not coming to see the house. I'm coming to see you." And I wrote back, I said, "You're not going to see the house because you're going to see this beautiful face, this shining face of mine, and that's all you're going to see." And so anyway, I enjoyed them being here. I really did. I'm always talking to, Dwayne. You guys know that. But it was wonderful to meet Heather. It really was. Really was. I'm blessed, you guys. I am blessed. This is the second time that I've got to meet in person somebody from YouTube. The first time was Alex. He's the first person that came to visit, and he is amazing. I mean, he's as amazing in person as he is when you watch his videos. In fact, the day I have a picture of him and MawMaw, and she fell that day. She fell in the bathroom that day, and Casey and Alex went in there and helped her up, in which she was embarrassed, really, really embarrassed about it. But no, he just went on in there, like he was home and helped her get up. He's a fine gentleman. He is. He really is. He goes by Alex Fat Man the Flipper, but I think now he changed it to That Man because he is on a roll losing that weight, you guys. He is on a roll, which He looked great before, very, very handsome. But sometimes you need to lose a few pounds to feel better. Because who was it asked me? I was talking to somebody and they were asking me, well, how much do you want to lose? I think my mom. I said, just enough that I feel a little bit better. I said, just a little bit more. So, well, Michelle, was you surprised when I came live? Because I know I've been away. And you guys, my daughter reminds me, Tiffany reminds me, she said, Mom, you have to go live. I'm looking at Facebook. When I turn and look to that side, I'm wanting to make sure that I'm not missing anybody's chat to us, because that makes me feel bad. Because we're live on Facebook as well as on here, and I just want to make sure I don't leave nobody out. Michelle, we have. I don't know if you heard me. Traci's still in a lot of pain. Waiting to hear when she's going to get to do the other side, to have the spinal stimulator for her other leg, because that leg has the same problem, RSD, as her other leg. Well, now that she can't hardly walk on that one leg, she's been putting more pressure on the one that was fixed. So bless her heart, she's been in a lot of pain. So you guys remember her. Chris, if you're still in here, I hope that you're okay. I haven't gotten back with you to check on you to see how you're doing. Oh, I love you, Kent. I love you. Love you. Hugs. And when you take her coffee to Sandy, you better tell her I was talking about her. Love my Sandy. But you guys, I've been out of the loop. Out of the loop. I guess withdrawn into my bedroom. And I need to get back in touch with everybody. I told my husband last night, I did talk to, chatted with Mystique back and forth, you guys. I'm going to post on my Facebook, and I'm still going to do something on here for Isaiah. That is Mystique. That is her son's name, Isaiah. And he's in the hospital in Tennessee, you guys. He needs our prayers. But they have a sort of like a GoFundMe page, but it's goes by another name. And what I'll do is entitle, there he is. I'll entitle it Isaiah. And that way we can do something on him, and we still got to do Sonia. Ta-da! Dwayne, did you hear me talking about you? The mothership landed at the Crawley house, and I sure did love it. I did. Dwayne, when Kevin got in bed, that man was out like a light. When I tell you, he fell asleep so quick. He was so tired, but boom, he just was out of it. And then the next day, I felt like poo. And I told Casey, ooh, hanging with the mothership just done me in. But I loved it. I did. I think, too, the highlight was getting to meet Heather. I think, Dwayne, I'm going to have to reach out to Heather more. I enjoyed it. What else was I talking about? Dwayne. See, Dwayne knows I'm like this even in person. I just lose track of what I'm talking about. See, he jumps in and I just, lose all focus. Today's Heather's birthday. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to send her I'm going to send her a happy birthday song. Bless her heart. Today is Tracy's husband's birthday, Ryan's birthday. So we sung happy birthday to him, me and Monique and Denise. We were all out of key, but we sung away. So, yes, I will send her a happy birthday message. But, so great. Let me write that down. Her birthday's the 13th. So, Dwayne, did you enjoy your time with Casey and April Bougie Bear? I asked Casey when he got home, I said, well, how was it hanging with the Hales? He said it was terrific. So, look, we want you guys to move here. I mean, you can't just show up and say, well, we're thinking about moving and then not move. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And then you had Kevin. Oh, the interstate, yes. Georgia traffic is nuts. Yes. But then you got Kevin looking for houses for you already. And my husband don't take to just everybody. So, look, I'm ready to meet up with Traci. And with Denise. And Traci said she's wanting to go to Savannah, I think it was. Anyway, it's on Denise's side of Georgia. So if her and Ryan comes down, then no. Oh no. Dang. And that's a long way to go for me and Kevin to get in the car and go see you guys. But yeah, Traci says she'd love to go, and then that would be easy for Denise to make that trip, and it would not be too far for me and Kevin. He could put in some time, and the three of us can meet up. I mean, Dwayne, could you imagine me, Traci, and Denise, all three of us in the room together? In the real room. Kevin and Wright, they would just have to probably go outside. Or either I'd have to go outside with Traci and Denise as they smoked. Oh. So, Dwayne, tell these people, am I the same off the camera as I am in person, other than the makeup? I got my eyebrows on today, Dwayne. Casey's talking about I look like some Whoopi Goldberg because I didn't have no eyelash. I didn't have my eyelashes or my eyebrows done. But I woke up good today. I woke up very well today. And I know you're having to think. Yes. Is when you're in person, you could talk about any and everything. But when I'm on here, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, you guys. Everything I talk about on here is one way, and I'm not saying I'm two different people, but sometimes when you're in person, all you can let loose a little bit, and because of YouTube and guidelines and stuff, there's stuff you just can't say on here that you can in person. I have to keep it civil. The reason I picked this scripture this morning, there's so many people out there that needs healing. And I got the update this morning from Joss about Sonia. She had, hey, Hetty. Good morning. It's so good to see you. Well, thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, I curled it a little bit. But Sonia, she had surgery she still got a tube in her lungs to drain fluid off her lungs, but they had to do a tube in her, they had to do a feeding thing that goes directly to her stomach. But she started bleeding out. Well, I call it bleeding out because during the supposed to be simple surgery, they had to give her 2 units of blood. And I know I know what that means. So they're having to monitor everything, but her heart and everything kind of went haywire through that surgery. So she keeps me updated. So she needs healing. And Isaiah, which is Mystic Days, her son, he needs healing. And there's just so many people out there. So I never want to just have this as a regular chit chat, which is fine too. I love when people tell me the good things going on in their life, but I still need to remind people. And Dwayne, Hetty goes into a lot of the auctions and everything like that. Put the couple's, well, not the couple now, but the gentleman's name in the chat. No, Dwayne. How did I miss that? Because we're on Facebook. No. What of? What happened? Oh my goodness. Good morning, Selvin's Kitchen. Good morning. Oh, I did not know. Oh, you guys, that just hurts my heart. And he's so young. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Dusty, oh, good morning, Sandra. So Dusty, his wife, was in the bed with her when he lost his wife. Yeah, I remember when she lost her husband. Oh my goodness. That's 2 people that were that young in age. But good morning, Sandra. Good morning. It kind of makes me speechless, and that's why I said that we're here to lift each other up. Oh goodness. Well, Mystique Days, I hate to be wrong, but I think her son has leukemia, but he developed blood clots in his lungs. So they had to fix that, and he's young. He's a young boy. So she's going through a lot. She did a video on Facebook. If it's, oh, well, Dwayne, that's what we're here for. I'm glad you told me. But yes, Hetty, I was so happy that Dwayne and Heather come to the house. I enjoyed it. But, we need to be able to know to lift these people up. And I will get in touch with my Blandine. She is amazing. Yes, that's right, Sandra. That is right. if I'm going to refresh my Facebook to see if anybody's come on there. I don't want to leave anybody out. And sometimes it don't even show up until after. Good morning, Myra. Good morning. Casey said the other day that he called me. He said, Mom, are you okay? Is everything okay at the house? I said, yeah, why? He said, Myra asked for prayer for the Crawleys. And I said, well, that's good. I said, that's amazing. He said, well, I thought something was wrong. I said, well, she knows I haven't been live. And I said, so she was praying, must have been just praying for us, Casey. I said, I need it. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. I'm going to write it down real quick. I'm used to having somebody on here with me. So while I'm writing something down, somebody's talking. You know, my dad said I never could walk and chew gum at the same time. He told me that all the time, and he's pretty much right. Thank you, Myra, because I went and had my I did go and get my first vaccination, and I did. I mean, Kevin asked me and told me how important, and then Dwayne told me about that couple, Alabama Pickers. Oh, good morning, Judy and Elizabeth. Good morning. Good morning. Judy, we were talking about you, me and Casey. I said, I need to call her. And as well as Denise. Denise was talking about you too. And I said, no, I haven't called her. Let me put in the message, Julie. Put in the text and let me know how you're doing. Judy had cancer and was having to take radiation, chemo. So yes, it was good, Judy. You guys, MawMaw and Judy have been friends for how long, Judy? Were you and MawMaw friends? For a long time. And she even got to talk to MawMaw in the hospital. She did. She was taking radiation. So, yeah. But Myra, thank you for the prayers, because it was so rough. I was sick before I took the vaccine and went to the ER. I went to emergency room and they tested me, and it was no to COVID, no to they're testing people too for flu. So they're checking for the flu as well. He said I didn't test positive for neither one, but to go home and stay hydrated. And so basically, I was having severe exhaustion. My legs was hurting. My chest was hurting some. And I was having headaches. So I came home, still exhausted. And I decided, yes, Kevin, I'll go get vaccinated. I will. And then, of course, Dwayne had let me know about that other couple and everything. So, good. I used to take that too. I used to take Lasix because I was so bad to swell. So they put me on it at 30. and I took it for a long time. I took it even when I worked at sitting in a chair all day. My feet and legs was swell so bad, so every now and then I would have to take a fluid pill. So then when they got so bad at work about you couldn't get up and pee or you couldn't go to the bathroom, because people that smoke would say they had to go to the bathroom, get somebody to be on their call and listen, and they would go outside and smoke. Me, if I said I had to go to the bathroom, I went straight to the bathroom and back. So they got to where they wasn't letting people get up and go to the bathroom. So I had to get a note from the doctor that said I was on this medication, and this medication was to reduce fluid. Believe it or not, I had to turn in a note. You know, through my disabilities, through all the everything that I have, all the rheumatoid and all the kind of arthritis that you can think of, I can't think of it really as being bad. I think of it as I get to be home. That's where Kevin's always wanted me. And I would not have met any of you guys. I would not be on YouTube. I would not be we wouldn't be able here. You might somewhere else, but to share prayers requests, to tell the good things that's going on and the fun things that's going on. So, you know, Paul even wrote about, and he was in prison at the time, and he talked about his suffering, but he still served the Lord while he was in prison. They put him in prison, but they could not stop the words that the letters that he wanted to get out. So I'm not saying I'm Paul. I'm just saying that God would use us, even in our infirmities. God would use us. Denise, I think, is in chat, Judy. She is in a lot of pain. The weather. Dwayne and Heather come when it was epic. We were having Noah days, raining 40 days and 40 nights, and the humidity. But it has been pretty rough. Kevin's gout, which is arthritis. Oh, yes, Elizabeth. Message me his last name if he's from around here. Message me. So it has flared up arthritis because my arthritis in my joints got bad. Denise has been hurting. Kevin's gout flared up. His toe even turned purple. So, if you have arthritis and everything, the weather does have something to do with it. They always said, people saying that their knees hurt and it's going to rain. That's an old wives' tale. No, it's not. Because now the Weather Channel has, you can put on there to see the pollen count and the pain, what the weather is going to do for your pain. So, okay. I am going to write his name down. You guys pray for Jason, this young man, because it is not easy losing a parent. Yeah. Kevin, I was like, I wrote Tiffany. I hadn't gave it to her yet, but in the letter I'm going to send her, I told her you guys come for a visit and how much I enjoyed it. And I said, your daddy stayed in the kitchen the whole almost 4 hours. So most of the time when somebody comes by, Dwayne, Kevin, he'll come in and be sociable, but then he's back in the room. He goes on back in the bedroom. So that's the longest Kevin has sit in the kitchen, I think, since last Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving will be a year ago when all of Karen, Casey, Kevin, me, and MawMaw. But yes, he enjoyed it, Dwayne. Girl, Dwayne, you see that? Tell Casey hi and stay out of trouble. I'll try, Judy. I will tell him. But Dwayne and Heather already knows Casey. They know how Casey is. But Casey got extra Dwayne and Heather time. So, yes, I was kind of jealous of that. He got that extra time. But, and I know you guys know Casey was just the same too. But I was pleasantly glad. So I'm going to tell Kevin, well, Kevin, it looks like they're not going to move to Georgia. It's not likely. So I guess you and I are going to have to drive to Utah. You know, I have to bring the fur baby, Dwayne. I will tell him, Hetty. He's training for the next 2 weeks for another position at work. So he's working from 10, I think 10 to 7, 10 in the morning to 7 in the evening right now. But I will tell him you said hello. But, oh, see, Heather got to hold Ash. Ash is our fur baby. 4 ounces when we got her. And Heather got to hold her, but not for very long because Ash jumped right back to me. But I'm glad Heather got to meet a real live trash panda. That's what I'll call it, a trash panda. If anybody wants to know what a trash panda is, just look it up. But yes, I am very, very sad about Blandine. I'm gonna have to get in touch with her, and Don Elliott. That's from here. If anybody, just the Elliott family, keep them in your prayers because it took me when MawMaw passed. It just I haven't been on as much, and she wouldn't have wanted that. If I ever missed a couple of days in a row when I was real sick, MawMaw would say, Have you been going on live?" And I'd say, "No." "Well, you need to get back on there. I don't want you to quit doing it." I said, "I'm going to get back on, MawMaw." Judy, no, her son passed. Her son was 42 and passed away. I did not know until Dwayne told me. So, yes, I've got to get in touch with her. She is a special, special person. She sent Traci a hat for when we do hat days, which I got to get back to that. And Dwayne, you're lucky. Let me see, you guys. I am going to see if. All right, let me see. I'm going to see if I can find my picture of Dwayne with his special hat on. I'm sure that I sent it to the girls. Or I might have sent it to Denise. Well, look, you guys, we message back and forth a lot. No. All right, let me see if I did it to Denise. Yes, it's... How did I not? I don't know who I sent those pictures to. Oh, my goodness. See? Casey wrote Tiffany a letter, and I read it. He didn't tell me I couldn't, but he read it. I mean, I read it. And I didn't realize, you guys, how much we all affect each other. But he talked about how he worries about me falling, and that when MawMaw passed, how bad it was on me and his daddy, and that he worries about me and he worries about his dad. I didn't think about that. My falling apart, I wasn't able to too much, help Kevin and Casey, and that was Kevin's mom. But Casey did. He'd come to me and just break down, and he still does when he thinks of her. So I guess we did hold each other up, but until I read that letter, I didn't realize how much is on his shoulders. Casey's 31. No. Yeah. No. 30. Yeah. 32. And, that's a lot for me to lean on my child. But MawMaw, I was that way for her. So it's hard for those that are left. Very hard. The young and the restless. Casey, Judy said to tell you, hey. Are you in there? My mom watched The Young and the Restless. Hey, Josie, good morning. My mom watched that forever. And Tiffany remembers being little, and MawMaw would say, well, my stories are coming on. Y'all going to have to be quiet. How are you, Josie? We're just kind of touching base with the losses that's been going on. But today is Heather's birthday. Heather Hale, Dwayne's Heather. And today's Traci's husband's birthday. But then, I found out about Blanding's son, and, I'm just shocked. Dwayne, I can't see you in that picture. Send me the one with your hat on. I'll send it this way so you guys can see. I don't have them on my, I don't do great at doing from my phone to the, I'll do this one. You guys, I told him, I said, let me do screen share. Where is it? Share. I told him he's going to have to come on Friday. Okay, you guys. You know Dwayne hates glitter. He hates glitter. And I've been having that for him. A glitter cowboy hat. So I'm glad that he actually put it on his head. I really am. Are these dirty? No, they're clean. All right, I need a basket for the towels. There is. I think there's another empty one. Oh, okay. You guys, I have all my clothes in baskets. He also finally got a picture that I started when I was in the. Oh, thank you. Because there's a lot of people out there, Myra, needing some healing. Hey, Denise. Good morning, Denise. Denise. A. I call you Denise A. That's right, Denise A. A lot of people need healing. The ones that have had losses, they need their hearts healed. I will, since the chat doesn't show up on Facebook, I can chat. I can put this in chat. I can't talk and type at the same time. All right. I could type that out, but she did ask me not to put it on Facebook. Good morning, Ben. Ben, prayers for you, prayers for your son. And I did share it with the, in a private message to the girls. Denise, that doggone squirrel up in my head, it should be able to do 10 things at one time, but it doesn't. Judy told me keep you in line, Casey. Let me tell Casey something real quick. I'm steady talking. I know he can't hear me, but yes, you guys, Ben needs prayers too. Yes, thank you, Josie. And that's what I said. We come here as we do need to know who to pray for. Specifically, sometimes when we're praying, call out that person's name. And we've also had, need to tell the good things that's happened and the praise things that's happened. So, that's what I'm here for. I know what I squirreled and got lost. I started painting because I had a block on my creativity. And Dwayne last year told me, he said, well, do me a picture. I said, what? He said, of the mothership and the alien riding a motorcycle, and the alien's got a mohawk. I'm like, okay, wrote it all down. And so while I was in the hospital with MawMaw, I had my art supplies with me and I started sketching it off. And it wasn't perfect because I wanted to hurry up and get it to Dwayne when he come here. But anyway, I was able to give that to him too. Yes, Denise and her husband they took in some children. So, yes. So, David. So, Ben, and I know that's why you lift up Tiffany like you did, like you do. And, but I'm glad he called you or messaged you and let you know he was all right. And, you know, I know how you feel. And that's why you related to me so like you did when I was going through stuff with Tiffany. Yes, Denise, they are under the age of 3. And when you don't have everything baby proof, you know, kids that age they will get into anything and everything. So, and plus, Denise homeschools. She does it all, which I guess all of us on here, we have to multitask, even when we don't feel good. Dwayne, I did tell him that I fixed you that Brunswick stew, but you know, the last thing you want to hear when you're about to eat somebody's cooking, Kevin had to start with the hog head stew. No. How are you going to talk about putting a hog head in stew before somebody eats your stew? I don't do it, but it's gross to even think about it. And then it's like, well, okay, you guys, here's you some stew. That was it was gross. It was gross, Dwayne. I didn't eat none of it till the next day. My appetite hadn't been right, which I need to shed a few more pounds. I have just a few more to go, and I'll be under the 190 mark. I haven't been in my 180s in a while, so that'll be fine with me. To get under the 190s. Yay! That's good. Yay! See? So, yes, we like to throw in the praises. My grandson finally got in touch with me, and I had just said the day before how it broke my heart that he doesn't answer my Snapchats. The only reason I got Snapchat was to be able to chat with him because he's 16. He'll be 17 in a couple of weeks or so. And he sent me a happy birthday, Nanny, but on my mom's birthday. And it was the very next day after I said I was just about, to give up hope that he would ever message me, and it broke my heart. Well, very next day, sent me a happy, first time he's ever done it, sent me a happy birthday. And he knows our birthdays are 3 days apart, but I took it. I think God just laid it on his heart to send me something to give me hope that stop worrying about not getting to see your grandkids. Just stop. I know that's what God is saying. Will you please just stop? Everything is going to come in due time. But that stop and wait on the Lord, we can say it, and we'll tell somebody else. Well, it says in the Bible, just stand still. God will fight your battles for you, or wait upon the Lord's what it says in the Bible. But when it's you going through it yourself, it's hard. And Monique sent us a YouTube video talking about waiting on the Lord. And it hit all of us differently because we're each going through different things. She sent it to... Oh! Well, Ben, so you are licensed to do weddings and such as that? Because Casey can do the same thing. Did you do a biker wedding? Tell me that real quick before you go. I love you, Ben. I love you. It is... So I see what Denise put, that she's going to see a nutritionist. My rheumatologist, yes, he did. Be safe, Ben, on your way home. I told my rheumatologist, I said, I haven't been eating right again. I said, I was eating every 3 hours, those nutrition bars. And she said, well, when you don't eat, your blood pressure will drop. I could see. If you have pictures, send them to me. Send me some pictures. I won't share them if you don't want me to, but I'd love to see you officiating that wedding. Send them to me in email. But, I already had problems with my blood pressure dropping and bottoming out. So she told me, she said, if you don't eat right, she said, it will affect your blood pressure. I said, I thought I was hypoglycemic. But yes, Josie, with age, we understand more, I think. But when I was going through my disability stuff, I had to read and read, wait upon the Lord. I will fight your battles for you. And I cried. And first time I had to go to court in front of a judge, but it was on video. I was in there with my lawyer. When the way he acted, I knew. I come out of there and got in the car and cried. I said, he's so hateful. I said, he's going to deny it. So he did. He denied it. And I appealed it. And so that put me all in another turmoil, me waiting on the Lord and not understanding. And then when I seen him for the determination, you guys, I got a judge that was very, very ugly and rude. And the things he said to me, I bust out crying in there with him. I just sat there crying, and it didn't matter because he still talked ugly to me. And, I come out there and I was still, and the lawyer told me, don't worry. She said, you're in a different category now. Don't worry. Hey, Joel. Good morning, Joel. Good morning. So, of course, Casey was waiting for me outside again. And I got in the car and I was crying again. And Casey told me, he said, well, Mom, I feel good about this time. But, when you have a bad doctor that tells you something and that basically give up or just don't be here. And I can't even say, I mean, I have a video out there what the doctor said to me, but um, I won't say it today. But then you have a judge that speaks down to you and acts like that you are just trash and wanting to take advantage of the system. Really hit me. But I'm here and you guys are great. It has been a while, Joel. I came on Friday Hat Day. Then I did last Monday. I did it for Chris's girlfriend in honor of her because she had passed away that Friday. So, and then all this past week, I have not felt good. But this morning, I will, because you tell it like it is, Josie. You just tell it like it is. Because I have good doctors, I have to say. I've come across some wonderful, but you know, there's always that one that they don't need to be a doctor, or maybe they don't need to deal with the people. I don't know. Yes, Monique, I don't think he did because I prayed, and while that judge was being ugly and talking like he was, and I could just see when he come in the room, he just the first thing he said, well, I hope you know it doesn't matter that you appealed it. I still have the last say. That's how he said it, looking down from the TV screen at me. And I cried. I cried, and all I could do, I kept praying, God, please let him see me. And I kept in my head, I kept saying that. And of course, I got snotty. I had to get a tissue. That's how bad he upset me. That is how bad he upset me. And I kept saying, God, please just let this man see me. So, there was, I think, 2 judges that does disability, and the girl at Social Security said, I am so sorry that you didn't get the one that's a friend of my family's. She said, he is the kindest judge. Yes, Joel. Exactly. I mean, my rheumatologist, she is precious. Dr. Ali is her last name is Ali. Ali. She is the kindest, most gentle rheumatologist or doctor I've ever met. And she takes extra time and listens. And bless her heart, she has seen all of my moods, you guys. She has experienced all of my moods. October would be 2 years ago on my birthday. She asked me, did I need to be admitted in the hospital for psych evaluation. And she wasn't ugly about it because I just told her all the way I felt. I poured it out. And she said, if you will be okay, she said, then I'll let you go, but I want you to see a therapist. So I sit there and I thought about it, you guys. All right, Denise, I love you. So I did think about it. I gave it some hard thought. And I told her, I said, what still keeps me here? Because she said, your life does not belong to you. Your life belongs to God. And God decides, it's His decision and not yours as to when your life is not here anymore. And I said, I know. And I said, what keeps me here? And that was 2 years ago. I said, what keeps me here is I think of my husband and I picture my son and my mother-in-law. I said, I go down the line and think of my family. So that's how much she cares. So she has really seen me in all different aspects. But yeah, that was something that I talked about, come out and told Kevin on the way home. And he was like, what? And I had to explain it to him. I'm not ashamed of having those thoughts and feelings sometimes because I can't help what comes in. It's a battle. And my regular doctor put me on something to take in the mornings. But I was going through a lot, with the grandkids split up and my daughter on the streets, and it was just a lot. But I still had you guys here, and you guys all helped me more than you'll ever know. I didn't start out by telling everybody, what goes through my mind and what I've been through. We used to be more comical, and it was comical and fun. I wouldn't take nothing for when I first started out. And this is a different thing now, but I'm okay too, because I want to rejoice with you guys. I want to, like the Truth put in a comment on one of these. And he said, this is a place people can cry and laugh together and lift each other up. That's what he said about my channel. And I appreciated that. I believe, yes, my soul, I am in a vessel. I'm just a vessel, and I will have a glorified body one day, and that's what I see when I dream of my loved ones that's gone on. I see them whole. I see them as they were. Yes, Monique. Monique says, call being real. And I'm the same person sitting here talking to you guys as I would be like I was when Dwayne and Heather got here and we sit at my kitchen table. The mothership. Dwayne, I got some more pictures to send you. I don't know. I got to look and see which ones I put on Facebook because, goodness gracious, it looked like I was just all over Heather, bless her heart. But yeah, I mean, I promise I am going to get creative. And Josie, you're probably going to understand this. And I know Joel will. And I say that because their creativity. I have been taking my boxes that I'm going to use in here. Yes, we were. Yeah, it was kind of intense looking. But I'm taking my boxes and I'm just tearing up a book, tearing out the pages and gluing them to the boxes. So that way, like I have one big one. It was a Keurig box that I've already done because I like that look. So I just sitting there by Kevin while we're watching TV and just gluing pieces of paper on a box. Yes. There is a song. This world is not my home. Um, I'm just a passing through. Um, I forget. I always have to Google them when they come to my head. But I'm just passing through. And you're right, Dwayne. See, I explained to Tiffany in that letter who you are, reminded her. And I told her, I said, yes, I've known Dwayne about 3 years or so. And I said, he's the one told me come out of the shadows, come into the light. And so, yes, this has been, you guys have all been my therapy, very much. Yeah, Joel, if tearing those pieces of paper and putting them here, putting them there a certain way, it's like Josie does with the cast off jewelry. I love the crosses. I love Josie's crosses that she does with the jewelry, and I have a ton of it here to use. Amen. Amen. Um, but I talked to Dwayne, and Heather understood too. I'm on some of the antidepressants. Some of the antidepressants has really, I think, messed up my creativity because part of me, I have the tools needed to do what's in my head, but going from my head to actual doing it is not the same. And that's why I was disappointed in what I drew for Dwayne. I gave it to him, but it's hard to give somebody something that you don't feel like that you're satisfied with. And it's like writing Tiffany her letter last night. What I was writing down, it was almost like I wasn't being able to. And I asked Kevin, I said, "Can you see my writing?" I said, "Does my writing look okay?" I said, "Because something ain't right between here and me writing." And he said, "Yeah, it's fine." I said, "Well, I think what I need to do is stop writing tonight and go to bed." I said, "Because I'm not, I'm feeling kind of weird." So, weirder than normal. I know what came to Dwayne's mind when I said weird. I'm feeling weird. I'm weird all the time. And that's why some people love me because I'm weird. But Joel knows weird is just the creativity side of us. That's the Norgus, letting Norgus out. But I did tell my rheumatologist, I said, I haven't even been doing YouTube. I said, and my daughter's been telling me, Mom, that's your sanity. You've got to do your YouTube. And she said, you've got to. So I told that to Dr. Ali. I said, but Dr. Ali, My room is a mess. I have things come in my head, but I just can't do them. And she understood. Yes. And so if I'm needing to create real bad, then I take my boxes, just like I did a filing cabinet. I did a filing cabinet out of an antique filing cabinet. I did out of an old dictionary. So, yeah, hey, Diana. Good morning. You guys know I didn't even share this out nowhere. Sure didn't. It's like I forgot how to do all this. Oh, Diana, my beautiful, beautiful Diana. Oh, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back. Um, I told my rheumatologist, I said, I've got to. I said, I told you that's therapy for me. Oh, girl, I wouldn't be able to concentrate on nothing. She did tell me fibro, when I can't concentrate and I can't get my thoughts together and they jump all over the place and I'm tired, exhausted. She said fibromyalgia could cause that. And so she's going to try me on a medication. She was going to try me on one. And I said, I don't know about that one. Oh, Dwayne. Yeah, talking in my head. Mm-mm. But I needed to be here. I have missed everybody. And when I close off in my room, I close off from everything. That means sometimes I don't even get in touch with the girls. I do read everything Jocelyn sends me. Diana, Sonia from Australia, she's still in the hospital. It's going on almost 6 months. So I do whatever messages I get, I do read them. I haven't been on. I will this morning, Diana. I I was like, I didn't share out, you know, nothing, and I was like, oh wait, let me send it at least to the others, see if they want to come on. But I've been on an hour and a half, and today, it's 12:30. I've got to feed my baby. Then I have to go all the way to my mom's. She lives in the country. I have to go all the way down there, then to Walmart. Yeah, to Walmart. Got to go to Walmart. And I know I'm going to be tired after that. But I try not to make promises about tomorrow because, we never know what tomorrow brings. Diana, we've had a death of a very, very dear lady. Her son passed of that virus that's going around. He was 42. He's married and has two sons. I mean, two children. So there's been quite a few people that's young in their 40s that have passed because of the virus. So it's just I just picked this verse this morning because I just felt there's healing that needs being done out there. And the people all tried to touch him because power was coming from him and healing them all. Well, Diana, yeah, there's things I can order. Like I could go to Walmart and order what I need and pick it up. But I really need to go in and look at stuff. Yeah, there are a lot of people sick. When Francis was in the hospital, I thought of the woman that had the issue of blood. And, because MawMaw kept bleeding out, bleeding out. And at one point, when she was scared, not yet, Chris. Hey, Terry. Good morning. But at one point, Mama looked at me and she said, "Am I dying?" I said, No, everything's fine. But I didn't know really if everything was fine. And I just lifted my hand and like I was grabbing Jesus' robe. I just reached up and I asked for healing. And that was like the first night I was there with Mama and she coded. But yes, I do believe in healing. I do. Tiffany sent in her letter, she said, "Mom, you can pray for yourself." She said, "You know that. You've got that power in you that God gave you." She said, "And lay your hands on Daddy and lay your hands on Casey and pray for them." She said, "Because you've always done that." And she said, "We are all given gifts." But she said, "Mama, you've always done that." And, I didn't realize I did. I don't think about it. So, yes, like Sonia, now that, when her daughter told me that they had to give her 2 units of blood while they were doing that procedure, and that her mom come back looking gray colored. Oh, yeah, Sonia always prayed over her kids. But when she said her mama looked gray and they were having to give her 2 units of blood, I just had to stop in my tracks and pray. That was this morning I got it. And of course, Australia time is different than ours. So, and then Joss told me that COVID's pretty rampant where she's at now in Australia. Yes, and Joss is laying her hands on her mama and praying. She is. And what we're having to do, and that's why I'll entitle, when you guys see where I entitled something, either Isaiah, he's a young boy that's in the hospital right now and his mom's sitting there with him. He's fighting for his life. And I will do one and I'll entitle it Isaiah so everybody will know, and I'll need that passed on to be shared out as much as possible because she needs some financial help and they need prayers. And I'll do one entitled Sonia. So, and I'll put the information there because her 24-year-old daughter's having to handle grown-up decisions, you guys. Grown-up things that a 24-year-old should not have to deal with right now. So, oh, thank you, Diana. Diana, we and Josie, we're going to have to get together and live stream together. And Diana, when you have a chance, we need to live stream together. Even if it's on the weekend, Kevin would be okay. But anyway, My baby's in there. I hear her rattling around in her cage. And my mom, first thing she's going to say, I thought you was coming this morning. I said, I know. I know. But, oh, I love you guys. Yes. Joss, this is all really made Joss just come alive. Just, and she'll say she's on the spectrum, but I'm going to tell you, she has more understanding than, she limits herself. But Joss, if you're listening, don't limit yourself. Because I'm going to tell you guys, she is an amazing young lady. Amazing. And through this, what she's going through with her mom, I believe, is making her stronger. Yes, she's smart, very smart. And it's making her stronger than she's ever been. And this, what she's going through with her mom, is going to shape her life. Amazing, I believe. But like I said, I do long goodbyes. And that's why 10-minute phone calls with Tiffany is hard. I mean, it is so hard to 10 minutes, because I started 6 minutes ago saying bye. I can't promise tomorrow, but I will do my best. And thank you guys. Thank you for coming on, because you guys, like Tiffany said, this is my sanity. And I love each and every one of you. Love you guys very much. And with that, I'm going to go and do what I have to do. So, from Alabama, this little country girl tells you guys I love you, and I'll see you later.